What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Taha Games Commentary. I'm Taha, and today I've got some BAL27, the BAL27 gameplay on Momentum on Xbox One. So this is actually a gameplay that's a couple of days old. I ended up getting a fairly, for me, a pretty crazy score, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I really just wanted to check out this class. I think it's a class that I think it was Jay Nasty who recommended this class in one of his commentaries, so I thought I'd put it on. I made a few little modifications and just thought I'd see if I can get like a high scoring gameplay, and I think this is the first game that I tried it, and I ended up getting 60 something kills or 60 kills, which isn't bad for a round of Momentum, I think. And just kind of wanted to check out the BAL27 and see how overpowered it is. Turns out, yep, pretty overpowered. But anyway, so talking on the BAL27 issue, I made a funny tweet today. Who would have thunk it? I tweeted, and I quote, an ordered Advanced Warfare, but when go to download, only get BAL of Duty, Assault Rifle Warfare. See what I did there? Do you guys see what I did there? So I tweeted that out to Sledgehammer Games and one of the community developers, and lo and behold, they've patched the BAL. So guys, my question to you is, did I just change the future of Advanced Warfare? Did I just single-handedly amend one of the great wrongs that's going on in this game? And of course the answer is no, of course I didn't. I've got like 40 subs, nobody gives a shit about my channel, like what the hell? But I threw a little bit of water, along with the tsunami, so I made some kind of a difference, at least that's what I tell myself. This is like a 16-minute gameplay, so I've got to vaguely be interesting for 16 minutes. But at some point I may just crap out and put some music on. Anyway, so some of the other big news that's been going on this week is Red Clan. I think they're called Red Reserve. Why the reserve bit, I don't know. What they're in reserve for, not quite entirely sure, but Red Clan, for most of you guys that are into sniping like myself and follow a lot of FaZe and Obey and SAW members on Twitter, Red Clan is kind of like a ragtag bunch of ragtag misfits on one final mission. Oh no, it's not that. A bunch of ragtag misfit game snipers who've kind of gone from various different sniping clans like FaZe and Obey, and I think a few SAW members and a few kind of guys who are kind of on the peripheries of those major clans, and have joined this new sniping clan. And I think they were the guys who didn't really pull the higher numbers in the game. In terms of the YouTube views and stuff. So I think a lot of them felt like they'd have a better chance developing their channels and increasing their viewer base in Red. It's kind of cool. It's cool not to have a total monopoly of FaZe Clan, and it used to be Optic, but where the hell have they gone to? And so a lot of guys, like, to be honest with you, I'm not really very good with individual names. I know like a lot of the big FaZe players are still in FaZe, but a lot of the kind of slightly less well-known snipers, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still incredible, a lot of them, but just the slightly less well-known, for whatever reason, snipers have joined Red. And it was really interesting to watch Twitter just kind of like explode on this. It was just really weird how people were freaking out, and I was like, guys, it's a video game clan, like, calm down. But then at the same time I say that, and I'm pretty sure these kids make a ton of money off this. Like, I'm pretty sure they make a lot of money off their YouTube partnership and their professional sponsorships. So I guess if it's like a professional issue, potentially you're making a lot of money. I can understand why people are freaking out and freaking out about major members of their team leaving. But anyway, it was really funny. Watching it happen on Twitter, as I would check my Twitter feed now and again, and kind of get these little snapshots of what was happening as various well-known FaZe members were leaving FaZe and joining Red. And of course I think some of the guys in FaZe were freaking out about, like, is it the end of FaZe, and all these other kind of fanboys around the world were also freaking out with them. It reminded me of when you're at school or when you're at university, and you're kind of looking in on the quote-unquote cool kids, and some of their retarded arguments about like shit that makes no difference to anyone else, and you just kind of like, it's like it's almost like being in a zoo. I mean, that sounds really harsh, but like you just kind of sit there and you're like, that's interesting. And for everybody else, it's like, that's just completely meaningless and pointless. But I guess if you're in that group, if you're in that world, then I guess things have more meaning. But anyway, yeah, it was weird. Like, I'm interested to see what happens with some of these. I mean, they're already putting out montages pretty quick, so I guess these guys have already got like clips and stuff stored up. And what I don't understand is why wouldn't they use those clips in phase montages? I mean, were they not getting the space to put up their episodes and stuff as much? I don't know. Speaking of clans, I should have told you guys this in my last commentary when I was sniping, but I've actually joined a clan. And by clan, I mean like we literally just started up. At the moment, it's pretty much me and one other member. We're called Evolution Clan, so EVN with a big V and a small E and a small N. Well, we're called EVN Sniping at the moment, but I think, or Evolution Sniping on Twitter, but I think we might change it to EVN Clan, because I think we're going to diversify to being a sniping and a pub stomping clan. So kind of like AMP or a couple of other clans that have both. Because I think it's a good idea just to have a little bit more diversity and more players. One thing we're really struggling with right now is, I guess it's such a saturated market, and any decent player wants to be in a team where they've already got subs and they've already got viewers and stuff. So building a team from nothing is really hard. I've got enough clips for a full-length montage, actually, from multi-CoD. I just don't have any Advanced Warfare clips yet. It's all split feeds. But I'm kind of like learning to edit. But the problem with that is, I mean, it would be really cool if I could have found an editor. And actually, I did have Genesis Ugal supposedly editing my montage before he, pulled out, and he was too busy or whatever, which is understandable, I guess, especially considering that I'm not like a well-known player. But that really sucked. That would have been really cool to have like my quad feeds and my 5-mans and stuff edited by one of my favorite editors. And I think that would have been a really cool draw for the actual for the clan. I think it might have gotten us a couple of 100 subs at least, and then maybe we would have been able to kind of get going on the back of that. But that's not happening. So I'm kind of learning to edit myself, but it's a long process. You've got to, it's not just learning the technical aspects of it, it's developing kind of like a vision and being able to put that into the screen. So being able to imagine what you want from a given moment in your montage, and then somehow figuring out how to make it work. And especially when you're a newbie and you're not used to the editing aspect of things, it's tough, So it's a slow process, and obviously this is a montage I've been recording for a long time, 2 years probably on and off. And the reason it's taken me so long is, when I started I sucked. I mean, I can get clips quicker now, but when I started I was really bad. It was like a clip every other week or a clip every 2 weeks. And I just wasn't that great at it. And then on top of that, I had all kinds of other things, like I'd have months and months of not being able to play the game because of various internet issues wherever I was studying at university, or like I remember for 6 months in 2013 I didn't have access to internet really where I was, so that was, there was no recording going on there. So it's taken me a long time. So as a result of that, it means a lot to me to get this montage looking right, and edited in a way that I'm happy with and that I think represents the clips really well. But yeah, I mean, I'm part of this new clan, this pub stomping / sniping clan, and if you're a good player, if you're a sniper or a pub stomper, or even just someone who's good at kind of multi-weapon kind of stuff, or a good editor, we're always looking for people. And yeah, we are just starting off, but the advantages of being in a clan that is just starting off is, you get to build something from the ground up. You don't have any expectations put on you by, better known players who have already got money invested in the business, because eventually I guess it becomes a business when you're earning decent money from YouTube partnerships or not. And obviously we're not, because we're just doing it for fun. So you get to build that from the ground up and make your own rules about things, and innovate in a way that I'm not sure you'd be able to if you were in a bigger clan. So there are some advantages, and if you guys are just starting out, anyone watching this, looking for a clan, if you're a good player and if you're a chill person, and you've got a mic and you play online now and again, hit us up, send us some of your stuff, and also preferably if you've got the ability to record, so an Elgato would be good, or a HD PVR, I guess. So yeah, hit us up. So that's the news really. So news point number 1, I saved Advanced Warfare by getting the BAL nerfed, of course. News point number 2, drama on Twitter with the Red Clan and co. And news point number 3, I'm now part of Evolution sniping / pub stomping clan. So yeah, I don't really have that much more to talk about. I've kind of delivered everything I was going to deliver. I was going to use a much more crude analogy there, but I don't think that's appropriate for my viewership. So guys, I hope you have a great time. I'm just going to let the rest of this overtime gameplay play out with some music. I hope you've enjoyed this. I think I end up getting 60 kills, which isn't bad. Pretty much wrecked the enemy team. Wasn't so concerned about capturing the flags, more about keeping them off our flags. But you know, I think that's a valuable role. If you disagree with me, then well, you're wrong. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Really means a lot to me when I see new subscribers. You know, it really gives me nice incentive to keep putting stuff out there, and hit that like button for me as well. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Just matter.